For any questions related to Echelon form, this is the format that we have to make to reduce into Echelon form. Here the numbers can be anything, but we have to make it in this format. So this is a 4 by 4 matrix since it has 4 rows and the 4 columns. So it is 4 by 4. It can be written in the same way in 3 by 3 matrix as well. So the procedure will be the same thing. Here any numbers can be written. So this is a 3 by 3 matrix. In order to make the calculations easier, we have to make the first row, first column element as 1 if there are any possibilities. So if not, you can write the same number as it is. By using those numbers, we will be making 0 below. Now let's try to understand the echelon form and find the rank of the matrix by taking the help of this question as an example. Now let's consider the matrix as A and write the matrix as it is. If you have noticed in the beginning of video, I have said that the first number or the first row, first column element should be 1 if there is any possibilities or chances. So in this matrix, we have that possibility of making it as 1 by interchanging the rows. So we will be writing row 1 interchanges row 2. Nothing but R1 interchanges R2. And we will be interchanging and writing the matrix as write the second row matrix in the first row and the first row matrix in the second row. In this way, we have made the first row, first column element as 1. Then the calculations will become easier. So that is the reason why we make it as 1. Now by using this number, we need to make zeros below. So in the echelon form, only row operations are used. So by using the row operations and by using the first row, first column number, we have to make zeros. So in the first row, 1 and the second row minus 1, if we add both, we get 0. And in the third row, 2, and by subtracting it with the first row, by multiplying it 2, we will be getting 0. If you get any doubt regarding this, you can do it in the rough work and then think about it whether it will become 0 or not. While solving these questions, you can use the rough work so that you can get the accurate values in order to avoid mistakes. So first of all, row 1 has nothing to do, so we have written as it is. Now coming to row 2, now I will be explaining how you should do the rough work. Now write the rows. R2 tends to R2 plus R1. Now by using the numbers, like in the second row we have minus 1, write minus 1, and then first row plus 1, add it, you'll get 0. Next minus 3 plus 1, we'll be getting minus 2, and then 3 plus of minus 1, which is nothing but 3 minus 1, and that becomes 2. Next minus 1 plus 0, it's nothing but minus 1. So write the numbers which you have got. In this way you don't get confused while solving. So it's better to write the rough work beside wherever you want to do. This is the way you need to do. Next, R3 tends to R3 minus 2R1. Again, the same procedure. Write the row 3 number 2 minus 2 into 1. So here it will become 0. Next minus 5 minus 2 times of 1 will be minus 6 and 7 minus 7. Then we have 2 minus 2 times of minus 1 will be 2 plus 2, which is nothing but 4. Since minus into minus is plus, I guess. I know. Next, minus 3 minus 2 into 0, nothing but 0, like minus 3. So the values, you just have to write it in the row 3. In this way, you can do it in the rough work. This will give you correct values in order to avoid mistakes. Similarly, we will be doing the same method for row 4 as well. Now we get this matrix. So in the beginning of the video, I have said the format. In the same way, we cannot make 1 in that place, the minus 2 place, because there are no chances and it doesn't even required. So we will be using the same number and make zeros below the minus 2 digit. So by using the row operations again, we will be checking whether the numbers below the minus 2 digit get 0 by using this operation. You can check it by cross multiplication method as well. So we have minus 2 in this place. We will be multiplying with 7 because the below digit has 7, and the same way we have subtracted because minus into minus is plus, so plus 14 minus 14 becomes basically 0. So that is the reason why we have did this. Even if you have a doubt regarding this, you can check it by using the rough work. Okay, so now we will be doing the same procedure by writing it in the format of row operation. Now we need to make the fourth row element also 0. So considering 2 minus 2 will be 0. So just simply adding the row 2, we will be getting a 0. So I will be writing it again. So here we have the first row as it is, nothing is happening in that row. And then the second row is also the same thing. We don't have to write it extra anything. Now coming to the third row, basically 0, between 0 anything happens will become 0 eventually. So now in the third row, you can always check it by writing in the rough work 2 into R3 minus 7 into R2. Now 2 times of R3 we have minus 7. We basically did it before, so I'm not going to write it again. I will be writing it as 0 because it's the same thing. So it will be 0. Now the second one will be 4. 2 times of 4, which is in R3, next 7 into 2. We will be getting 4 to the 8 minus 7 to 14, which is nothing but minus 6. So I will be writing minus 6. And then we have 2 times of minus 3. So R3 place we have minus 3, then next minus 7 into minus of 1. So we will be getting 2 3 6, minus 6 plus 7, which is nothing but 1. Write it as it is. Similarly, we have to solve the question further. So we have the fourth row, R4 tends to R4 plus R2. Now what we have, 0 0 nothing, 0 we have written already. Next 2 plus of minus 2, nothing but 2 minus 2, which is 0. Basically we wanted to make it 0, that is why we get 0. Next we have minus 1 plus 2, which is nothing but 1. Next we have 1 minus 1, which is nothing but 0. So we got 0 0 0 1 and 0. So this is the matrix which we got. So if you recollect the starting of the video where I have set the format, now the next step is using this number, we will be making the below digit as 0. And how does it happen? Since it has minus 6 above, so we need to just multiply it with 6. Simply multiplying fourth row with 6, we will be getting 6 in that place, and then simply just add it because we have minus already there. So plus R3. So even if you get confused, just write it beside. Write R4, 6 into R4 plus R3. Now just multiply it. You can see it. 6 into 1 plus minus 6. Nothing but 6 minus 6, which is 0. Because we wanted to make it as 0, it will be 0. So even if you get confused, you can write it and check it. 6 into 0 plus 1, which is nothing but 1. So write it and then as it is. Row 1 as it is. Nothing to do with row 2 as well. And then row 3 2. So we will be getting 0 0 0 and then 1 because we wanted to make it as 0, so it will be 0. Then this is the matrix which we got. Even if you wanted to make 0 in the fourth row, you will get minus 6, and that doesn't make sense. So this is the final answer. The number of non-zero rows which we got are 4, because there is no row which has complete zeros because all are non-zeros. So we have 4 non-zero rows. So the rank of the matrix A will be nothing but, so we will be writing row of A equal to 4. I hope this video could have helped you to understand the echelon form. Thanks for watching.